Good morning, folks. And today we have we have been hearing a lot of news. We have been hearing a lot of news about what's happening in the Middle East. Israel and the United States have started another war, and Iran is responding. But I want to take this. I want to discuss this issue from the perspective of what Benjamin Netanyahu said, that the supreme leader of Iran must be dead, might be dead. So, this is a very troubling situation. It's a troubling situation in the sense that currently we have the situation between Russia and Ukraine. One of the wars that made all other wars look small. Because we're not talking about other wars that happen. The war between Pakistan and Afghanistan. We're not talking about the war that's going on in Syria, not Syria, but Sudan right now. We're not even talking about the clashes that are going on between Thailand and Colombia. All of these wars that are happening around the world, we are not talking about them. Because the war in Iran, the war in Ukraine, between Russia and Ukraine, is so devastating that we're not even talking about the wars. Now we have another major crisis, major war on our hands. Latest reports, according to CNN, they say, what's his name? Ayatollah Khamenei might be dead. And Benjamin Netanyahu said that he thinks that the U.S. strike on the Supreme leader compound have killed him. I said on many occasions that I live in a war-torn country, and the war we fought in Liberia, West Africa, is a very, very small war. Very small war. But living in a war-torn country is not easy. And I don't know why anybody won war. I don't know why anybody from anywhere around the world wants war. It is so disheartening that the only way we find to solve our problems now is through violence. It's through violence. Israel and Iran went at it. Was it last year? For 12 days. We put the fire off. Now my own thing here is my country. Because I'm a naturalized U.S. citizen now, right? My country that's supposed to be the leader of the world is now plunging the world into another war, into another major war. Now nobody can see the offering. Nobody can see how this war is going to come to an end. If the information that is coming out of Iran, that the supreme leader is dead, tell me how you think Iranians are going to respond. I know Iran has made many enemies within the region and outside of the region. But I don't think they're going to, if the information is true, I don't think they're going to take this lightly. And we don't know what's going to happen. We don't really know what's going to happen. CNN just reported, there was Al Jazeera just reported that Iran has also hit Bahrain. So you see all of these escalation, all of these things that are happening. We saw how Russia went into Ukraine. This is almost 4 years since Russia went into Ukraine. One of the quote-unquote military superpower, been in Ukraine for up to 4 years, and Ukraine is still standing. Russia make limited territorial gains in Russia, in Ukraine, and Russia is bleeding. Some calculations say that Russia lost almost close to 1.25 million soldiers. That is a staggering number, folks. I cannot imagine that we want to go down this route. I'm not trying to say that Iran doesn't have own faults. We know Iran supported proxies around the world. You got Hezbollah that was defeated in Lebanon. You have the West Bank, but in Gaza you have how they call this group in Gaza, Palestinian Gaza, and other proxy group in Iraq and other places that Iran, Tehran has supported. But the thing there is, the war cannot continue to entertain all these conflicts. Now look at the contradiction we put ourselves in, right? President Trump, right, is trying to mediate an end to the conflict between Russia and Ukraine. Now we find ourselves in war in Iran. There's a complete contradiction. A complete contradiction. We are saying one thing, that we want to end conflicts. Trump wants to end conflicts around the world. Now we have a major conflict on our hand. Nobody knows how this is going to end. Nobody knows how this is going to end. It might end today. It might end one day. It might end in 1 week. It might end in 1 month. But the problem is nobody knows how it's going to end. Because I don't think Iran is going to take this line down lightly. There's a major crisis. I hope that people, other governments around the world, will see reason to call these both parties together to put an end to this conflict. War doesn't solve any problems. War doesn't solve any problems. Folks, I just decided to make this quick video because the situation that's happening between Iran on the one hand and America and Israel on the other hand, as it relates to Iran nuclear program, is troubling. Iran foreign minister was just on Face the Nation, right? And they are still talking about how they can end this, this crisis between the United States and Iran. We cannot think that using violence is the solution to this problem. For me, it's not. Other man think so. Well, I don't think violence is the solution to the problem. Violence is not a solution to the problem. We as a world, everybody around the world, we got to see how we can solve problems without using violence. Because violence doesn't solve any problems. This war might take 1 day, it might take 2 days, it might take 1 year, or 4 months, 5 months. At the end of the day, the only way we will solve this problem is to go and discuss, go around the negotiation table and negotiate a peaceful settlement to the crisis. Think of every war around the world. The small war in Liberia, West Africa, that was a civil war. It was through negotiation. And many other wars you can think about. Did it end on the battlefield? The days where we think that military power could end conflicts, the days are over. Russia never thought they were going to be bogged down in Ukraine for 4 years. Even the United States, they didn't think they were going to be bogged down in Afghanistan against Mujahideen and Taliban and other rebel groups for almost 20 years. And at the end of the day, the United States have to pull out of Afghanistan with $1 billion of military equipment left behind. Folks, my name is Pico Conway. I'm doing a quick video on the situation unfolding in the Middle East between America and Israel on the one hand, and Iran. And Iran already started launching missiles in neighboring countries. I think confirmed report of Bahrain, Qatar, Saudi Arabia. We see how Iran have been using, have been launching ballistic missiles in those countries. So we don't really know how this conflict is going to end. And I think every level-headed person should now begin to say, to call their sides, to stop the hostility, because war is never the answer to these kind of problems. Never the answer to the kind of problems. We saw the 12 days war between Israel and Iran. How things happen. Now, the supreme leader might be dead, as CNN said. There's a confirmed report according to CNN, and the Benjamin Netanyahu said on YouTube that he thinks that this guy is dead. But even if you take this guy out of the equation, if this guy is out of the equation, I don't think that's the end of the conflict. That is not the end to the conflict. We just see the beginning of a very, very, very difficult situation unfolding. I hope it doesn't happen that way. I hope everything subsides. The conflict comes to an end without major escalation. I hope so. But from all indications, this conflict is not going to end soon. It's not going to end soon. I'm just discouraged that the United States, under President Trump, who said he was going to put an end to all these quote-unquote forever wars, is now starting another war. It's now starting another war. Folks, my name is Pico Conway, and you're watching When the Dust Settles. We just try to make this quick video to air our opinion on the situation happening between the United States and Israel on the one hand, and Iran on the other hand. I just think that I don't care what your political affiliation is, what your regional alignment is, what your religious alliance is. All we need to do is to see how we can put an end to conflicts around the world. Because we can't live in a world that is on fire. We can't. We can't live in a world that is on fire. Ukraine and Russia, Pakistan and Afghanistan, Thailand and Colombia, Sudan, and you name the other conflicts that we have around the world. At what point are we going to realize that this can't be the way that we should go? We have to find a peaceful means of solving this problem. And America and Russia, permanent members of the United Nations Security Council. These are the people that are fighting wars. So where is the United Nations? The people who are supposed to be there to protect international laws or respect international laws. These are the guys that are tearing the international law book, tearing the international law book into pieces and attacking other countries. Attacking other countries. There's a very discouraging situation. And I hope that, what I like about America is this. I know the people in Congress, the Senate, the House of Representatives, they're going to start looking into this. And I know they're going to do something, because I don't think America wants another war. After coming out of Iraq, after coming out of Afghanistan, what more war do we need? Why do we need another war? Why do we need another war? The population of Iran is almost 80 million people. It's almost 80 million people. The population of the United States is almost 400 million. So you're talking about 5 to 1. That is a very big country, populated country. It's not a country you can just capture in one day or in 1 week. We must pound them, and we must use everything we can. But at the end of the day, I think the conflict, the nuclear weapon talks that were going on, that break down, not right now, we can still talk. It's going to be hard, but at the end of the day, we can find a peaceful settlement to this crisis, to this Iran nuclear weapon crisis. But going to war over this, for me, I don't think that's the right solution. You might have your own opinion. You might have, you might look at Iran from different perspective. Not that I'm not looking at Iran as one of the as an angel, angel Gabriel, from my Christian stand. I'm not looking at Iran like or like Jesus Christ. They are perfect. No, they are not perfect. And I remember Trump vividly saying, somebody asking question about the United States, and he said the United States is not perfect as well. We do our own things. This country does its own things. But for us to go into another country and start war, we just went down to Colombia. We got, what's his name? Maduro, not Colombia, sorry. We went to Venezuela and got Maduro. Another country's president. Got him and brought him over here. That situation is still not, we don't clear what's going on over there. Now we take up a major fight in that country, assuming that this guy is dead. The Ayatollah is dead. Does anybody think that Iranians are going to fold their hands and say, oh yeah, that's good, let's stop the crisis? I'm just playing the devil's advocate here. I'm just playing the devil's advocate. I don't think Iran is going to fold his hands and say, yeah, okay, yeah, he's dead. Let's just fold our hands and that's game over. Game over. The 90 minutes over. I don't see it that way. I hope it happens that way. I hope it happens that way. That Iran fold his hands and put an end to this crisis. But if that's true, as Benjamin and Netanyahu is saying, and CNN is saying, if that is true, I think I'm just prognosticating over here. I don't think they're going to let that go easily. I hope I'm wrong. Folks, my name is Pico Conway. I just decided to do this short video and give my perspective on the situation and that just happened in the Middle East between United States, Israel, and Iran. I hope that this crisis comes to an end. I hope the United Nations Security Council will call both parties to the table to discuss a peaceful end to this crisis that we don't know why it's going to end. Folks, please, please subscribe to my channel. If you're not already subscribed to our channel, please subscribe to our channel. Hit that like button and share this video. Comment, below and tell me what you think. I will come back with an in-depth tomorrow. I will come back and give more insight about this war. Until next time, folks, stay safe. Continue to watch when the dust settles. Bye for now.